Well, hello, welcome to our Veterans Day special where we have our Tetzlaff military veterans here today to talk about their experience. We have Mr. Jose Campos and Rocco Escadon. What military branch did you serve in?
I served in the Navy.
And
I was in
Rocco?
the U.S. Army.
Okay. What inspired you to join the military?
I was 18, still fairly young. I wanted to do something meaningful with the beginning of my early adulthood, and also I wanted to take on that extra responsibility of contributing to the household. Being able to take care of your family it's just a beautiful thing to do. So I took that obligation upon myself, and serving my country in the U.S. Navy was a great way to fulfill that.
Very nice. What about you, Rocco?
About the same thing. I was 18, or I was actually 17 when I went in, and I thought that that would give me a good learning experience, travel, and it was good.
Were you guys ever deployed into battle?
Yes, I was deployed. My job in the Navy, I was a Navy corpsman. So most people recognize that as being a Navy medic. So I was actually stationed and deployed with 3rd Battalion, 1st Marines, India Company, which is right here in Southern California at Camp Pendleton.
I was deployed in Beirut, Lebanon. I was with the 1st Cavalry Division out of Fort Hood, but at that time I was stationed in Germany, and the 24th Airborne were being sent to Lebanon for the Lebanese Civil War.
Could you describe your experience?
Yes. So when I was stationed with 3rd Battalion, 1st Marines, we were deployed to Iraq. I did 2 tours overseas with them to combat deployments, and my first deployment of the 2, having some anxiety, being a little nervous, had a huge job ahead of me of ensuring the health and safety of these Marines, which I developed really close relationships, while being here back at home, and then definitely deploying overseas in Iraq to Haditha, to Haqqaniya, these various cities and villages in the Al Anbar province in Iraq. So the experience emotionally, there's times where you're happy because you're with your guys. There's times where you have some anxiety, you're tired, hungry, but that camaraderie definitely sees you through the experience.
And with me, I was an infantry. I was an infantryman. I was a machine gunner with the infantry division, and basically the camaraderie, like he says, they're your brothers. When you're stationed with somebody and you spend all this time with them, they become basically part of your family, and it stays with you forever. It never leaves.
Okay, could you tell us some challenges you faced during your service?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I was, fairly young in my early adulthood. Was deployed, with 3-1 as a corpsman, and I mean the challenges being deployed overseas. You don't have a strong command of the language. Being my first time and other Marines' first time, you're in this new place. That's not, exactly the safest place to be. So you have those worries about your concerns and about, the concerns, the safety for your brothers. If it's 140 degrees, it's really hot, obviously. We don't have any refrigerators to keep the water cold, so you're drinking relatively warm water, trying to stay hydrated, trying to stay cool. For example, it would be so hot, you're on a patrol, you step foot on the asphalt, and next thing you know, you have a nice, footprint there, the footprint there on the asphalt. And of course, missing home. You definitely miss home. You miss the comforts of home. Your mother, brother, sister, father, cousins. Of course, that's natural to miss them.
Yeah, basically what he said again. You're away from your family. Sometimes days go by if you're in the field and you're not even sure what date it is. Not that it's such a long time. It's just Christmas is coming up and you're unsure, and then there you are. it's in the middle of the night and there's no lights and it's Christmas or it's Halloween or something like that. You have no idea. And if you're in another country, they might not even be celebrating Halloween or Christmas. So.
What was the most frightening experience about your service?
I would say the most frightening would coincide with the most challenging. Like I said, you're away from home, especially being that far from home for the first time. I think that would be scary for anyone, to be away, just around the world, on the other side of the world from your family for the first time. But being with your brothers, it helps to live with that even fear or anxiety of being in a new place that you know nothing about, and the only people you know are those few Marines who are around you.
Yeah, and then if you're stationed somewhere where there's some kind of civil unrest going on, and you're not sure exactly how people are, because the enemy might not be dressed all in black or in a different type of uniform. They might be just dressed as regular people. So you have no idea who you can trust and who you can't trust.
Do you think the military made you a better person?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I credit a lot of that to the support that I had. My family supported me when I was at each duty station. So, for example, my first duty station, I was in South Carolina at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot, which is the boot camp for Marines at Parris Island. I had great leadership. I had great peers to help, grow and continue, to be a man, to be a better man every day. And then that got even better once I was stationed back here at home and had deployed overseas. Those Marines and sailors are fantastic. They wouldn't let anyone slip through the cracks, which, that's invaluable.
Yeah, basically it made me a way better person from the time of you're in high school and things are changing and you're trying to decide what you want to do, and you have to make decisions. You have to make, decisions of where you're at, and it makes you grow up, not faster, but it makes you make better decisions.
Why is Veterans Day important to you guys?
I love Veterans Day because that's a day that I get to be thankful for those who I served with. I still have those relationships today. Just this past weekend, we had our 10-year reunion where we all got together, got to catch up with each other. Some of us are married, some of us are either, fathers or going to be fathers. Some of us have gone to school and finished our education. So catching up with everyone and being able to see how they're doing, especially this close to Veterans Day, it just reminds me that for me, Veterans Day is about remembering these guys because they'll always be special to me.
Yeah, Veterans Day is very special to me because you remember all the people that came before you, all the soldiers that came before you, from the Civil War to American Revolution. These are all people that we should be thankful that served to give us the freedoms that we have now, and to go to other countries and give other countries freedoms that they didn't have.
All right, thank you guys. That was a very nice experience. We honor all of our military heroes, both retired and active. Thank you for serving our country. To you, we are grateful for our freedom and privilege in America.
Thank you, David. Now it's time for a Trojan shout out to our military.
Hello, Tetzlaff Trojans. It's Isaac here reporting for the Live and 5 shows. Today, we are here to thank and recognize current and past military personnel.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the active military and veterans who have served our country both now and in the past. They've given our country a lot of privileges and freedoms that a lot of countries don't get to enjoy, so I'm very grateful for that. And I also want to give a shout out to my son, who's a Marine, and he's an armor serving at Camp Pendleton. So, way to go, Marines!
I want to say thank you to my great-grandpa. He served in World War II against the Japanese, and I also want to say thank you to my uncle. He is now serving in the Marine, and also my other uncle. He is in Iraq right now and helping other people, and yeah.
Do you have anyone in the military that you'd like to thank?
My cousin Scooter.
My uncle,
Michael Lohr. He served in the SEALs.
My cousin, he's in the Marines.
My aunt, who's in the Army. I have an uncle, and his sons are both in the Navy, and they have a lot of badges, I guess, because they take pictures and stuff, and luckily they always come home to their family.
Thank you to all our military who's currently and past served in our nation's military. Thank you for fighting for our freedom and keeping us safe. It's Isaac reporting for the Live 5 show. See you back at studio.
Thank you, Isaac. For our web poll today, we have an alumnus of Tetzlaff, Lance Corporal Marcus Porter of the U.S. Marines, who is stationed at Camp Pendleton. He is also Mr. Porter's son. Welcome to the show, Lance Corporal.
Thank you for having me.
Will you please read this week's web poll?
Oh, yes, I will.
Thank you.
Which branch of military do you think is the best? Navy, Marines, Air Force, Army, or Coast Guard? Now that's an easy question to answer.
Marines, because they go straight into action. Another viewer said Air Force, because they help attack from the skies. We want to hear from you. Be sure to tweet or email your responses to a web poll at liveandfiveshow.com. So Lance Corporal Porter, what is your response?
Really? What is my response? Of course, the Marines.
Why though?
The Marines, we have a certain tenacity about us. We have a pride, and it's a confidence that every Marine has in them, and we all display it. And something about that attracted me to be wanting to be a Marine.
Thank you. So do you have any advice for students who may want to join the military one day?
Yeah, I do. If you want to join the military, you have to have that right mindset to wanting to serve your country. And if you have it, then perfect. You'll go far. It'll be something for you.
We have a birthday to celebrate. Today is the 239th birthday of the Marines. Thank you for joining us on the show, Lance Corporal Porter. Now we conclude today's special presentation with a tribute to the military from Gene Simmons.
Let's go! Yeah, I hear it. Oh, yeah! Here we go! Now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah! We're gonna start with Army. If you know the words, sing it! Goes like this. Over there as we hit the dusty trail, and the caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear the shout, count of march right about, and the caissons go rolling along. Then it's high, high heat in the field of artillery. You know it. Loud and strong. For wherever you go, you will always know that the Army goes rolling along. The U.S. Army goes rolling along. Keep it going. I can't hear you. Navy, you're going to be next. Can you sing it? Do you know the words? 1, 2, 3. Anchors away, my boys. You got it. Anchors away. to the shores of Tripoli. We will fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine, of United States Marine. One more song. Colonel, come on out. This is about America, it's about God, and it's about country. If you know the words, sing it. Colonel. Bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains